Welcome to the 3 club challenge, guys. My name is Johnny Golf. I have to pick 3 clubs before we start this round here. And obviously the putter. Then I have to figure out what do I chip with. And sand wedge and lob wedge, it's just too short. With the pitching wedge, I still have enough angle on it that I can chip with it. But I can also hit it 125 meters and sometimes longer if I make a flyer. Then I have to figure out what is my long club. Do I go with the driver? Do I pick a 3 or 5 wood? Or is it a long iron? And the driver is no, it's not gonna work, because then I'm left with just a pitching wedge on the long par 3 holes, and there'll be too many holes where I simply can't reach the green. This is a Sophie's choice situation. I am actually committed to go with the 5 because I have more angle. I feel that with a 4 iron, there's just not versatility in terms of the variety of shots. This is what my final selection is. 5, pitch and putter. Let's go. So this challenge here is not just to get views on YouTube. It's actually a really fun way to challenge yourself and improve in golf, because in order to make this work, you have to be really creative. You have to really manage your game and your mental game. I'm actually really excited to see how this is going to go, because breaking 80, it seems manageable but also difficult at the same time, because I will have to basically only make shots today I'm not used to. And in case you don't know, my handicap is 4 right now, so usually I shoot between 72 and 76. The putter really has to work today. I don't have a great track record when it comes to my long irons, so this is going to be interesting because I mishit my 5, 6 and 4 iron way too much. So we have 153 meters here, way too long for my pitch, so I have to go 5 iron again and simply punch it up there. My stock yardage with my 5 iron is around 195 to 200 meters. Oh, what is it doing over there? Get left. I have no green to work with, and I'm not used to doing these chips with my pitch. I'm going to use my putter here because it is downhill, guys. Oh, I can't even stop the ball here. It might actually run off the green. Shit. Okay, that was actually beautiful. We opened with a bogey. I am not complaining. If I just put it 180 meters up there, I have a perfect pitch to the green. Kind of clunked it, but I think it's good. We have 118 meters. Perfect. A little wind coming from the left. Get down, get down. Very silly I didn't land it on the green. What is very tricky is that chipping with the pitching wedge, I get more speed on the ball. So here, normally I would use my lob wedge. So I almost have to hit the slope here. Otherwise I won't stop the ball. And I didn't do it. Ah! This is where the mental game enters the chat. I can make 8 bogeys. Sit! Oh my god. I need to hold this for another bogey. So I have around 140 meters. But the wind is against me, which is good. So yeah, I kind of have to just punch, a little punch like this. Okay, looks good. Ah, that was perfect. Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful putt, guys. You gotta like and subscribe for that putt. Come on, do it. The good thing is that I brought my aerodynamic tee. Stay. It appears my ball has been swallowed by the bushes, guys. Not the start I had hoped and dreamed for. This challenge here is going to test all the preaching I have been doing in my last videos about staying present and be positive, good energy, good golf, you know, because I'm already losing it. I just cannot have another double bogey. We had a bit of congestion, so I jumped to hole 10. So I'll get back to hole 6, 7, 8 and 9 after back 9. I think for me the hardest part of the mental game is waiting at the tee box. It's also like the idea, okay, you spend 10 minutes times 9. So it's like 1.5 hours you're wasting on the front 9. I love trees, but in this particular example, I'm not a fan. How am I going to get around or through? Kind of worked out. I actually find that chipping is one of the hardest parts, and I almost regret picking my pitch, because when you only have 3 clubs or 2 for the approach, there will be a lot of chipping, and I feel like I'm just wasting shots on poor chipping. 98, downwind heavily. You gotta really appreciate the good shots, guys. I know there will be more difficult shots, frustrating moments, so this is a chance to, you know, energize. Oh, come on, man. So normally I shoot a 9-iron on this hole, the airplane hole. I am going to use my pitch because we have a lot of wind with us. Downhill, I will roll it on the green, even if it's a little bit short. Jump right. I should have taken the 5-iron, guys. Am I right? Hey, this is not my ball. There's really nothing that pisses me more off than being too long on a hole where I already clubbed down. Where is it? I don't feel like it was that left. Wow, look how hard I hit the ball. Kidding. I guess the ball pulled an Andy Dufresne on me. So we're just gonna take a provisional. I need another double bogey. Genuine mystery. Like, we need CIA and FBI on the case. The third double bogey, I need to really tighten my ass cheeks and play to par on the remaining 11 holes. But I'm afraid that it's not going to get easier from here, because this is the longest par 5. It is heavily against the wind, so it is 520 meters, but it probably plays like 600. I think the hardest part of this challenge is that you have to think completely different from what you're used to. So everything, like, there's no autopilot, because everything is different, you know. Every shot you are shooting a club you're not used to shooting in that position. So yeah, this is difficult. You see up there, that's a 200-meter pin. Yeah, perfect. 164 meters against the wind. I mean, if I landed on the green, it's gonna be too long. But if I landed before, I'm in the bunker. Pulled. They run so fast with the... I don't understand why people, they chip with their pitch or 9 or approach. It just doesn't make any sense, because it's like you have no control over it. Okay, this would be a great par save. Usually I need an 8-iron here, so this is as bad as it gets, because the pitch is way too short and the 5 is way too long. And even that tree here is probably going to be in play, because I'm not going to fly it very high. Ooh. Go! The pitch, huge mistake. I would much rather have my sandwich, because there's just too many finesse shots around the green. I have never ever used a pitching wedge in a bunker. Ooh. Ah! It's provisional. It's my 5th shot. I thought I would become better friends with the pitch, but I despise it. What a quadruple! Let's just try to break 90. On the upside, I have evolved mentally since I did my irons only challenge, because I gave up playing with the irons after 9 holes or 10 holes. At least I'm still committed to doing this. What's interesting is that I've actually been hitting my 5-iron pretty solid. The damn short game has just been destroyed by my pitch. We have 164 meters. I'm going to just pretend that I know what hitting at 80% means. God, I get like mild anxiety attacks every time I pick up the pitch. The thing I don't like with the pitching wedge as a chipping tool is that there's such little difference between giving the ball a lot and a little. And I feel like I don't have that control, because from little to just a little bit more, there's a big difference in how far it goes. So I think that's why I'm genuinely always using 56 and 60 for chip-in. A lot of people, they use 9 and even 7 and approach wedge for chipping, and it's just, it doesn't work for me. It's ironic that I'm throwing a lot more balls away with my 5-iron than I do with my driver. So my precision is way, way, way better with my driver than my 5-iron, which is a fun fact. And I am at a point where I just don't want to play more golf today. So yeah, this is what's interesting about golf. It's not unconditional love. It's conditional love. I love golf when golf treats me with respect. Golf is shitting on me right now. I'm playing with my leg balls. Okay, I'm not. I mean, whatever. Nothing goes in. Stay out of the bunker. Stay out of it! It's in the bunker. I'm being led through even more stress. I'm in a fried egg. My camera was full, plus I was being rushed through. I made a double bogey. I'm not sure what the point is of this video at this point, but I'm a man of my words. I will, finish it 17 over. I will not put a trace on that ball, guys. Do you know how much work it is? I will only put it on the shots that are worth it. I have 190 meters wind with me. I should be able to reach it from here. Let's try to at least finish off with some kind of dignity. Chunk, motherfucker. Sorry for the cursing. I have a super easy chip with my pitch. Get down. Oh, that was a beautiful par on the toughest hole. We can put a track on that one. You can put a trace on that, Johnny. Sit. That was a pretty good approach. I'm going to take the flag up just to make it official. I'm also going to read the green and pretend that it makes a difference. Definitely clean the ball. Tour special number 1. It's basically describing who I am. All right, we are just 16 over. So am I learning anything from this challenge here? And yes, I am. Because what I realize is that the stressful element of this challenge is not so much that I only have 3 clubs. It's more that I am just doing things I'm not used to. So that stresses me because I'm overthinking everything. It's actually a really good exercise, but you have to do it a lot more. But basically just put yourself into as many unusual situations as often as possible, because that way you will be a more all-around player. I am very guilty of, playing the same course all the time, using the same clubs and every tee box and every approach shot. So suddenly it almost becomes my identity to play a certain shot at a certain hole. So putting yourself out there is probably a good idea, but it's also traumatizing. I actually usually use a 9 iron, but when I made a hole-in-one, it was with a pitch. So I really have to just really smoke it. I did indeed smoke it. Let's get back to 15 over. Die, sit. So I'm 17 over after 14 holes, so 4 holes left. So if I can wrap it up in par from here, I will actually break 90. Chunked. I have maybe 320 meters from here. With the wind, I could actually put it in a good position for my pitching wedge. Oh my god. Can one of you fly in and teach me how to hit long irons? Because it's not going well. My hit rate in terms of good shots is like, I would say 60%. It's not good. And my hit rate of like absolutely dreadful long iron shot is probably 25. Luckily it's so dry that the balls are running like a goose. 132. Okay, that's actually perfect because we're downwind. It's right at it. Be good. Be good. Oh my god, it must have been so close to going in. It landed here and then it must have gone right past. Wow, that's the interesting thing about golf. You can have 2 shitty shots and then just one good and you're in a position to make a birdie. That is really just golf. You can suck and still score great. So the longest par 3, and this is 200 meters, and interestingly it is exactly a 5 iron I need. So right now I imagine that I am not doing the 3 club challenge, but simply playing as I normally am. And the pin placement is quite interesting because it's called the dip of death where it is. So if I can land it just in the left middle green, it automatically runs down there. I almost made a hole-in-one with this pin placement twice. Okay, yeah, be good. Guys, I am kind of on a roll. I landed here and it rolled past. This was close to holding. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. That was disappointing. But guys, I'm 16 over and on my way to breaking 90. This is actually really exciting, guys. 230 meters. I can't even reach it from here. I have to hold this. So to break 90, I have to make a birdie on the last hole, which is very likely. Why do I pull it? Well, the beauty of using a 5 iron is that it's not that long, so even with flunk shot, it's okay. 157 against wind. Oh my god, that was absolutely perfect. So I must have landed right around here. It's still a little long, but if you know, you know. If I hold this, I am having pizza tonight. Let me at least break 90. Well, not break. Let me even 90. Guess what, guys? I'm having pizza anyway.